Hello, I have a project trying to put a pistol red dot on a mp5k so I could co-witness it. The main reason is because I really don't like the normal red dot sights on one of these things. It impedes, or the red dot gets impeded by the front sight, and I would rather not do that. Sure, I could slap on one of these and put it on there, or just get the clamp, but I'm not going to bother with that. Nah. So, the idea is, with my fancy dancy whiteboard, is to pretty much make a little block to mount said red dots. So once that's done, I do this thing, obviously. And so the main goal is just to have this go straight through, if that wasn't obvious. So how far did I get? This thing. Hopefully it's focusing because I really can't tell. This is a Hollow Sun. I forget what it's called. Whatever. Yeah, it's on there, and that looks pretty good. Yeah. So this is what I'm aiming for. There is two other benefits to this as well. One, doing the HK slap, it might be easier to do that with this sort of system. That's one. Two, it's more streamlined. It's supposed to be more like sleeker. Putting it in a bag or taking it out. There's not this cheese grater that's going to impede everything. So I'm going to weld this, and when I come back, it'll probably be like a day or two later, but yeah, that's the main goal. So it's been a couple of days, and I have put this thing on here, and so far, it's pretty darn good. I'm actually pretty happy with it. It actually does do what I said before. It doesn't actually get in the way that much if there was a big old red dot here, but I did put it farther back, so I don't know how that's going to actually, if it's the red dot's going to affect anything, if it's too close to your eye or whatever. But so far, I can do that just fine, and it's pretty smooth overall. I think I am happy with it, and this is, I mean, it was just put on here, and there are a couple problems which I will go into. I haven't fired it yet. I mean, I fired the pistol itself, but I haven't fired it with the actual red dot, and there is one problem that I have already run into. But I will show you how that looks. If I can get it just right. Yeah, that's what I was aiming for. It's not exactly centered, and I will adjust that in the firing range, but yeah, that's pretty good. That's exactly what I was going for, and I am happy. So the next shots will be me shooting at the range. So till then. So this is sort of the end of the video. I would like to say couple last minute notes and try to go over what I've seen happen. So I suspected that this would happen and kind of saw in my mind that, yeah, this was going to have harmonics issues and the screws were going to go out. Particularly the right one. This one was particularly like shaking around and wobbling. So there is two things that I did to try to mitigate that. I will have to try to do this again. I only really shot like 100 rounds. That isn't really much for as a test. I mean, I would have to shoot like probably 500 to 1,000 to actually make sure that this is not going to go anywhere. But either way. So I got longer screws, and if I can grab it, there's also, yeah. So that will be like maybe. I will start out with blue Loctite and then eventually go, if it gets worse, getting red Loctite. I don't want to have to do that, but I might have to. So overall, I am actually happy with it. It is to my liking, if I could get it just right. It's not exactly centered. I had to put the new screws, and I will most likely do a second follow-up video on it. Main reason is because, well, if you haven't noticed and if you use the pause button, these welds are dog shit. Please don't, don't judge me. So these welds will be completed around. They only have like a small little tack weld on them. So when that is done, then I have to see, like, I have to like shoot a bunch of rounds, see if it stays on there, doesn't wiggle over nothing. And then, yeah, I think that this is overall what I was aiming for. This is exactly, see, I still very much like this. I might replace this with a different Hollow Sun, but this one seems to be fine. And yeah, I'm just happy with it. The next video will most likely be a, well, has to do something with the mag well. I'm planning on making a bigger, like just more material around here so I could load it more. So until then, thank you for watching. I hope that someone might make a mount for this, or make mp5s with these mounts. I don't know. Either way, this was just a fun project. This will forever be just a fun project. So thank you. Thank you very much for watching, and see you later.